Well, this is the news that many Indian cricket fans would not be wanting to hear because, according to very credible reports, Virat Kohli is set to miss the third and the fourth test at Rajkot and Ranchi, and there is a significant doubt of his availability even for the fifth test at Dharamshala from March 7th to 11th. So, let us make it very clear. Virat Kohli might not play in the entire England series, and these are very credible reports coming out at this time.
Yeah, I mean, and that's a massive blow, especially when you consider that everyone, I think, expected, first off, no one expected him to pull out of the test series in the first place. Then you had the personal reasons come up, all right, get it entirely. Now the entire test series, potentially, because what we're hearing is that it seems unlikely he's going to be available for the third and fourth test. That is an all but certain, let's say, decision that has been taken, could potentially not have him there. But there is still doubt over the fifth test as well. That means a whole series against England, one of the teams who you would have been expecting to compete against for, let's say, a spot in the WTC final. And now there's no Virat Kohli for any of those test matches.
No Virat Kohli. And remember, let us look at the timeline of what has happened. Okay, after he played South Africa, he came back for the Afghanistan series also, isn't it? Afghanistan series later, he took a break because he was not going to play the first two tests because of personal reasons. Now, what are those personal reasons? We are not going to speculate upon that at all unless there is an official statement. Now, today, apparently, or by tomorrow, the squad was supposed to be announced for the remainder of the three tests. But now, according to reports, the selectors have not even met.
That's the key. That's the thing. The reports are suggesting that the selectors will be considering alternatives to Virat Kohli when they meet to select the team. Now, when they meet makes it pretty clear. The, let's say, insinuation is clear that they haven't necessarily met. That means you could be in for a couple more days wait at the very least to know what exactly your squad looks like for the next two tests.
So remember, there is an 8-day gap now from this period until the 15th. 15th to 19th is the third test, followed by 23rd to 27th is the fourth test. Then you have another 9-day gap for the fifth test. Now, he's set to miss Rajkot and Ranchi with a big, if you may say, a disclaimer that his doubt is also there even for the fifth test. Now, what is the nature of it and why has Virat Kohli chosen to not play, or what is the communication that we don't know at this point in time? What are the selectors? What is the communication that's happened between Virat Kohli and the selectors? Because remember, prior to the squad announcement, one of the BCCI sources had stated to certain outlets, Kohli has to inform us of his availability.
In fact,
there was no clarity on it.
Leave aside official sources or whatnot. The head coach Rahul Dravid himself had said after the second test that we'll connect with Kohli and we'll then get to find out when exactly it is that will he be available, won't he be available. So the key line there was, we will connect with him. That meant at that point they didn't know. Now it does seem like there's perhaps a little bit more clarity, because again, if you're getting media reports, that means someone in the know, the key players in the know, the team management, the skipper, the coach, the selectors will have gotten some sort of an indication, but it's being kept on the down low.
It has been kept, but that is a big blow. I mean, imagine missing all the 5 tests against England, which is considered one of the marquee series. India versus England, India versus Australia is one of the marquee series, and to not have Virat Kohli for that, directly playing in the IPL and then for the World T20 also. Now that raises some questions also, because remember, the last of the T20s that you had to play was against Afghanistan.
That's done.
It's done. Not playing for 2 months, then directly playing in the IPL now. It's a big thing.
You must tell the viewers that 2 days, 3 days ago on the dugout, we had said that he is not available for third test on Sports Today.
Of course, yes.
That is worth noting. On Sports Today, we ourselves had said the third test does seem a bit unlikely that a Kohli would be there. That seems to be now confirmed, all but confirmed. It seems to be coming true. Because, well, you're getting to hear again from very credible sources that, he's not going to be there.
Third test,
no Kohli.
We had already given some kind of an information that he's not going to be there. Now he's not there even for the fourth test. Because remember, the short turnaround, I don't think you are going to have that same team. Maybe for the fifth test with a 9-day 9-day period, perhaps.
But even there now they're saying that there's every chance he may miss that. So it's at best, if you're being generous, 50-50 for the 5th test.
Yeah.
Seems very unlikely for the 3rd and 4th. 5th test is 50-50. By the time the 5th test comes around, you could potentially be staring at a situation where you're either in a decider, or it could very well be that you're trying to play to rescue the series. You don't know.
You
Test
really
cricket is funny like that, because
Exactly.
again, it's a long series, it's a long games, so anything could happen.
So that
Guess
means
who can breathe a sigh of relief?
Shreyas Iyer.
Aha.
Shreyas Iyer can breathe a big sigh of relief. Now he's going to get 2 more games or even a 3rd to showcase, because Virat Kohli is the big news that we have given, that he's not going to be there for the 2 tests as well as for the 5th test potentially. But now the other developments that are coming is that Mohammad Siraj has been cleared to return. So he will slot back in for the 3rd test. That's the squad. That's also speculation that even Jadeja
And KL Rahul.
KL Rahul, we anyway knew that it was just a minor injury he had suffered, and that is why he could come back for the 3rd test. But with Jadeja, he had just today, he posted on his Instagram that he's getting well soon. He's recuperating at the NCA.
Feeling better.
Better. And remember, luckily for Jadeja, it was just a small hamstring tweak. It wasn't a hamstring tear or a big strain, and that's why he can play in front of his home fans in Rajkot also. The chances of that are higher. So Shreyas Iyer gets a big relief. He will be certainly having 2 more tests to showcase his worth. That means Rajat Patidar, I mean, he will not feature. I think KL will slot back in, Patidar goes out.
Yeah, and that means Sarfaraz Khan will most likely drop back to domestic
cricket.
Patidar in the squad, although knowing things, they may very well even tell him that, look, we'll release you for this thing. You go play. If MP will be playing at that point in time, could be, but I don't know.
Could be. So maybe Patidar's status quo will be like what was there in the 2 tests that were there, because he got injured, KL got injured, he was not there for 2nd, so Patidar slotted in. So at that point, now with KL coming back in, Patidar goes back into the squad. He'll be there in the squad of 16 that will accompany the team each and everywhere. But no Virat Kohli for potentially this entire series.
Ooh.
It raises a lot of questions. Is everything okay with Virat? I think it is mostly. He is okay, but it's just a family issue, personal issue. We don't want to speculate upon that nature. So.
And the thing is that, look, it's obviously extended, and that's actually the real shame there, because, you know, you'd never hope that someone has to sit out of a professional sport, something which people only do that they love. And, you know, having to sit out for that due to personal reasons, you can't imagine how bad the reasons would be that Kohli, of all people, is stepping away from Test cricket, the one format he holds in big regard.
It is. I mean, this is not the first time. I mean, if you look at it through workload management, Virat has missed matches. He's missed, very rarely he's missed it through personal reasons. I mean, you remember Border Gavaskar Trophy 2020-2021, he missed 3 tests.
Yeah, but then there was pre-announced, of course. We knew about it.
But now he's missing the entire series. Big blow for India, potentially. So the squad announcement, what we are expecting maybe by today or tomorrow, it's probably not happening because the selectors are not even met.
Yeah, allegedly they've not met.
Allegedly. So let's hope that we can get a clarity upon whatever is there by the next 1-2 days, because as we pointed out in the dugout just before, why can't there be a clear-cut communication maybe 5-6 days prior to the test match? Give them the squad, ensure that the players know their role.
Exactly.
But that is not happening. So Virat Kohli missing the 3rd and the 4th test in Rajkot and Ranchi. Big doubts for the 5th test at Dharamshala as well. This series has become even more interesting at this point in time.
Suddenly England are sniffing a little bit blood too.
Exactly. So McCullum's plans for Virat Kohli will have to be put on ice for some time now. So that's about it, folks. Thank you so much for joining us for this breaking news update. We'll be back with a lot more developments as it happens. From me and Shane, it's bye-bye. See you.